What is escrow and should you get an escrow waiver? So when you get a mortgage, you will most likely set up an escrow account. Some lenders require that you have an escrow account with certain loan programs. So an escrow account can make saving for your taxes and insurance a little more convenient because those payments are included in your monthly mortgage payment. So making it easier to put aside the money that you have to pay annually for your tax bill and your insurance premium. So the question is, what if you don't want to have an escrow account? Can you get an escrow waiver? Hello, my name is Ryan Wheeler with United Residential Mortgage, and in this video, I'm going to talk about escrow waivers, the risk of not having an escrow account, and how to get an escrow waiver. So most lenders require that you have an escrow account, especially if you make a low down payment or have little equity in your home. But if you put a larger down payment, it is sometimes possible to get a mortgage without an escrow account, specifically like 20% down, or to have an existing escrow account removed from your loan if you reach that point. So to do this, you're going to need to qualify for what's called an escrow waiver. So what is an escrow waiver? Lenders utilize escrow accounts to ensure that your property taxes and your homeowner's insurance, and if applicable, other types of insurances are paid. And so if you have an escrow account, your annual insurance premium and your property tax bill will be spread out across 12 equal payments and included in your monthly mortgage payment, in addition to any principal and interest that you pay on the mortgage itself, otherwise known as PI, but with everything PITI. So your lender will take this part of your payment, put it into your escrow account to save for when the bills come due, at which point they'll actually pay them out of escrow on your behalf, the annual amounts. So generally, this is set up to be beneficial to you and the lender. Escrow accounts protect the lender by ensuring that your taxes and insurance actually get paid. So the benefit to you is knowing peace of mind that those payments are set aside, so you don't have to worry about making these payments in one lump sum, especially tax bills come out around Christmas time, So, however, if you prefer to handle these payments on your own, you can see if you can get an escrow waiver. While the lenders typically require borrowers to have an escrow account, an escrow waiver renounces this requirement. So how do escrow waivers work? If you're granted an escrow waiver, instead of having your taxes and insurance included as part of your monthly mortgage payment, you'd be responsible for paying each of these bills in the full lump sum as they become due. So your lender won't make these payments on your behalf, and instead, paying a little bit of your total amount due each month, you'll owe the full amount all at once. So this can be useful or risky depending on how good you are at planning ahead. But you might prefer to hold on to the money yourself until it's due so that you can keep an interest earning account. However, if you fail to save the money ahead of time, you might be in for a big shock to your wallet when it comes time to pay, especially the tax bill coming in at the end of the year. So your escrow waiver is contingent on you continuing to pay these bills, and if at any point you become delinquent on your taxes or insurance, your lender most likely will revoke the escrow waiver and require you to pay into an escrow account as part of your monthly mortgage payment for the life of the loan. So what are the requirements for an escrow waiver? Whether or not you'll qualify for an escrow waiver will depend on many different factors, so including your loan to value, known as LTV, the type of loan that you have, the type of property that you're in, the lender's rules regarding escrow waivers, your state's laws, and details of your individual loan. So if you're able to get an escrow waiver, you may need to pay an escrow waiver fee, which is equal to a small percentage of your loan amount. So whether you're eligible for an escrow waiver will depend on a variety of factors. So check with your lender to find out if they have escrow requirements. So your state may also have laws dictating on how and when escrow waivers can be granted. So you may be subject to additional requirements. So flexibility and control. You may be the type of person who would rather save the money you're paying into your escrow account and place it in your own interest earning account where it can accrue cash or interest until you have to pay your bills out of it. If you prefer to be in control of your property tax and insurance payments, or if you have a fluctuating income and you need flexibility, it might make sense for you to seek an escrow waiver. So what are the cons of an escrow waiver? If you want to forego an escrow account, you need to be good at saving money. You also need to be aware that you have to set aside each month, so that you're prepared. So when it's included in your monthly mortgage payment, that savings happens automatically. So having an escrow account can really be convenient, and all that you have to do is make your full mortgage payment each month, and the lender takes care of putting the necessary funds into an escrow account and then paying out of the account when your bills come due. So without an escrow account, you'll need to take care of all of this yourself. And so including keeping track of when your payments are due. The bottom line is that an escrow waiver puts you in control of making the payments for your taxes and insurance. And before you ask your lender about an escrow waiver, be sure you'll be able to handle budgeting ahead of time for tax and insurance costs on your own. So foregoing an escrow account can be beneficial for the flexibility that it provides, but it can also be a risky choice if you don't plan ahead. So be sure to weigh all the pros and cons, discuss with your lender whether you qualify or not. And thanks for watching. This is Ryan Wheeler with United Residential Mortgage. And if you or someone you know is looking to buy or refinance, or you just have questions to get answered, please contact me at unitedresidential.net or give me a ring, 270-228-0075, and call me, text me. Look forward to helping you find the home of your dreams. Thanks a lot. Talk to you soon.